Hey folks, and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel and the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Now, if you follow the channel, you already know that we are on an epic road trip and it starts right now. We have a pair of Toyota Tundras here, a brand new 2022 TRD Pro, and of course, a brand new TRD Off-Road. Now, like I mentioned, we're starting here south of Vancouver and we are heading all the way north to the Arctic Ocean at Tuktoyaktuk with these two trucks. Now, I want you guys to follow along with this journey. So over the next 10 days, keep it locked to the channel because we're going to be uploading shorts and stories and videos like this one. Now, in this video right here, all I want to do is tell you what equipment we have and exactly what you're going to be looking at for the next week and a half. Back from Canada. One of the main reasons we chose to bring these two trucks is because they're quite different. This truck on my right is an SR5 trim, which is just one trim up from base, and then it has the TRD Off-Road package added onto it. On my left, that's a TRD Pro. That is a top trim truck. So not only are the interiors different, but the powertrains are different as well. On the SR5, that's a 3.5 liter turbocharged V6 engine, which is producing 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque sent through a 10-speed auto. Over here in the TRD Pro, it is the same 3.5 liter twin turbo V6, but this is a hybrid unit. So total system output on this gorgeous orange truck is 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. And if you're wondering about the hybrid stuff, well, this truck comes packing a 48 horsepower electric motor and a 1.87 kilowatt hour battery pack to make sure you're going to maximize both power and fuel efficiency. Besides the powertrains, the other obvious difference is the way these two trucks look. Now, of course, over here on the TRD Pro, they spend a lot of time on styling. You get this unique Toyota across the grille rather than just the logo like that. You get a unique grille, you get these marker lights because the truck is so wide. You get this really nice built-in LED, which I really appreciate when you're off-road. TRD Pro badges up there on the hood. TRD Pro stamped directly into the tailgate. It used to be in the quarter panel. Now they've put it right on the tailgate. I think that's a tough looking truck, no doubt about it. And the other kind of big difference, you don't get all the chrome over here, whereas over here, you still get this big chrome mustache. Now, of course, this might be more for you, or maybe that's more for you. Now I want you to go in the comments and let me know, just based on styling, which one of these two trucks would you take? Both of these trucks are prepared to go off-road, but definitely the TRD Pro is the more serious off-road package, and you can tell firstly by the tires. That is a nice set of Falken Wild Peak all-terrains, and they're wrapped around 18-inch forged BBS wheels, finished in black. Those things look great. Now the TRD Pro also gets a slight lift over stock, and it comes packing 2.5-inch Fox shocks. So the suspension here is totally redone to make sure that this truck can really soak it up off-road. Now here's the funny thing though, Toyota says that the ground clearance on the Pro is 9 inches, whereas the ground clearance over here on this off-road is 9.3 inches, and they say that the difference is the engine. And when you go for the hybrid, it gets 0.3 inches less ground clearance. I don't know what's hanging down, if it's a battery, if it's something up front, but yes, the hybrid, a little bit less ground clearance. Now over here on our TRD Off-Road, we do not have stock tires. This is something to note. We have winter tires. We looked at the stocks and honestly, they just didn't look that aggressive. And for where we are going, we wanted something that was gonna do a good job. So we opted to get the winters because it's gonna be cold and snowy. So it's gonna be interesting to compare to the winters to those all-terrains. By now you have probably noticed we do have a trailer with us, and there are a few reasons for that. The first one is that we are Truck King. We love to test trucks properly, so we felt like we needed a trailer for this road trip. Second of all, we got a lot of gear. We have extra tires in here because this road can eat tires. We have all kinds of recovery equipment and then just warm clothes. So yeah, we needed some space, so we decided the trailer was nice. And then, you know what, maybe the third reason is that it's a beautiful big rolling billboard letting everyone know where we're going. And you can follow us on the map here, starting all the way down there in the south and hitting right up to the Arctic Ocean in Tuktoyaktuk. And along the way, we're gonna switch the trailer between trucks. And that's gonna be interesting too, because different powertrains and different wheelbases as well. The TRD Off-Road has the long bed on the crew cab, whereas the Pro has the short bed on the crew cab. So we're gonna measure the fuel economy difference, how they feel, and ultimately report all of that information to you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. Inside here, there are some big differences as well. First of all, here in the SR5, we have cloth seats rather than the leather over there in the Pro. And then the other real big things are up here in my dash. So first of all, right in front of me, these are real analog gauges, whereas the TRD Pro has a full digital gauge cluster. Over here, we have the smaller touchscreen. Over there in the Pro, it's a 14-inch touchscreen. So the SR5 is a little more basic, a little more plain looking, and once again, we're gonna have, you know, thousands of kilometers to sit in here and really feel out which one of these interiors works better. I hit on the big visual differences and you'll see them right away. That massive touchscreen up there in the center, and then this beautiful all digital gauge cluster. But there's some other kind of interesting differences here in the TRD Pro as well. First of all, this is the first time Toyota has offered a panoramic sunroof on its truck. Let's see if I can pop that sucker. That is one big old sunroof up there. It's actually going to be handy for being able to pop out and get shots along the Dalton or along the Dempster of the other truck running behind us. So yeah, you got that up there. I mentioned you got these nice leather seats. Now, one thing I noticed you don't get in this truck is right in front of the passenger on the SR5, you have like a little storage spot, whereas here on the TRD Pro, they've gone all styling and you just get another big Toyota badge to remind you what kind of truck you are driving in. Well, folks, that already concludes day one. Now, I really wanted to fill you in on these trucks, but of course, there's a lot more to know. So if you have questions about the Tundras that we have, please go in the comments right now, drop your questions, let us know what you want to see over the road trip, towing the trailer, whatever you guys want. That's what we are here for, to please the audience. So please go into the comments and let us know. And you know what, right now, I think it's time to take a lovely drink from the Pacific Ocean. Oh, salty. All right, well, the next ocean we're gonna get to is going to be the Arctic Ocean. And yeah, it's gonna be a heck of a lot snowier and a heck of a lot colder than here. And I can't wait. So you know what, guys? Stay tuned for this trip. I'm excited. Let's get in those Tundras and let's go.